My name is Patrick Rodriguez, and I will be showcasing reviews based on the usability testing of my blended learning course, showcasing the journey, ePortfolios for grades 3 through 5. The purpose of this course is to guide teachers in grades 3 through 5 in how to build and create and implement ePortfolios into the classroom and eventually teach their students how to build their own. In the usability testing of my course, I was able to acquire 5 individuals who are in education. Christy Joseph, a 3rd grade teacher with 20 plus years in education. Victoria Rojas, another 3rd grade teacher with 11 years in education. Michael Garza, a math instructional coach with 4 years in education. Ashley Carter, a digital design teacher with 2 years in education. And Stacy Macias, a digital learning and assessment coordinator with 20 plus years in education. 3 of the reviewers are potential participants in the course as they are in grades 3 through 5, and 2 others are involved in the world of EdTech. I believe that it is important to include the last 2 individuals who aren't necessarily teaching in an elementary classroom to provide feedback from an outsider point of view. These are the individuals that I have chosen to conduct the usability of my course. I believe that I have chosen the right people for this test, as the group includes a combination of classroom teachers and technology representatives. The contents of the usability test are functionality and user-friendliness, content relevancy, presentation and the flow of information, areas of improvement and growth, and overall experience. My LMS testing format is the preferred choice of the school district. Since our school district is a Google district, I felt that it was appropriate to keep in line with the preferred platform that the district utilizes throughout all campuses. As all employees of the district have a distinct Google account, the sharing of documents and materials are simplified, as when sharing a file, Google gives you the option to share with anyone with the district account. So let's move on to the glows and the grows of the blended course. Some of the positive characteristics of the course of usability, as mentioned by the reviewers, were that the content of the course was in chronological order. Activities were paired with examples and video links to provide clarity. Another positive feature mentioned was the teacher lounge, as one participant said it would help promote collaboration and influence ideas. The discussion questions that are included in the modules provided guidance about how to absorb the information presented. One of the other positive characteristics mentioned was the addition of colored circles to each module to help distinguish different sections and make it more visual. Now for areas of growth. Some of the things that were suggested to help improve the course was the inclusion of step-by-step guides to go along with applications that participants will be using, such as Screencast-O-Matic, Padlet, Google Jamboard, and Google Sites. This suggestion is something that I agree with, and I am planning on creating a companion guide for these applications to further improve the course. Something that was also mentioned was the confusion with the sections being labeled as modules and others being labeled as weeks. This was an error on my part, as I originally labeled sections as weeks and then later changed them to modules. I forgot to change the labels on some sections, and it will be fixed immediately. Although the reviewers expressed that their overall experience was positive, I feel like there is still room for improvement with this online course. I will be adding a weekly agenda or a to-do list to each module, as it will help with any confusion as far as the goals and the outcomes and the weekly tasks that all students will participate in. Something that I feel is important is having the support of the instructor, so it always makes sense to be able to provide support as often as needed. One of the things mentioned in the reviews was that the user feels like they can easily reach out to the instructor through the use of support forms. The user can inform the instructor of the issue that they are having and also provide available times that they are able to meet in order to receive support. The usability testing has had positive impacts on the alignment of my goals and activities. From the feedback, it was mentioned that the course flowed well and that the explanation of activities were efficient to help guide the participants in the right direction. I feel more confident that the alignment of activities are appropriate for participants and also provide the necessary skills needed to obtain the course's overall goal. Having potential participants use the usability of the course prior to it being launched is a great tool, as it gives me a better idea of what works well and what things can be improved to increase the user experience. Sometimes when only one pair of eyes are on something, we tend to overlook things, but in this case, having multiple people's point of view truly gives an insight to how the course is seen from a different direction. Thank you for listening.